Well, Footscray, on the other hand, had won 2 more games, but their form was hard to follow. In the last 2 weeks, they'd beaten the leaders and then lost to the bottom team. We joined 23 minutes into the second quarter, with Footscray coming back after a slow start. Commentators Tim Lane and Don Hyde.
Alan Jarrett getting plenty of work on the full-back line, putting it back into play, kicks it straight down the ground, looking for Alan Johnson. Easy mark taken by Doug Hawkins, who plays on quickly, and not a good kick, and badly delivered to his forwards at an easy mark to Gerard Healy, who's getting plenty of kicks, creating the loose man frequently, and delivers it well to Flower. And Flower left puts it down to the centre wing. McLean drops it, taken by Kellett, a hurried kick. Back to Rickman. Rickman on the Footscray half-forward line, looks dangerous. A long kick over the head of Beasley. That's great play by Rickman, and a tremendous goal for the Bulldogs.
So at the 24-minute mark, the margin back to 16 points. More wins, but Wallace roves it. Purser. Scrambled kick. Ick, well pressured. And the Scraggers are starting to scrag a bit. Jarrett. Johnson. Thorne on his natural kicking boot. Lovely pass. Fidge. Templeton trying to break away. Dunn stuck to him very closely. Smith keeps it in. Thorne has it, goes down, and finally the ball crosses the line for a throw-in in Melbourne's forward pocket.
Opportunity here for the Demons. One straight kick from goal. Emmett Dunn fisted away and tried to get it up towards Burton running by, but not able to keep the ball in play. Burton 40 metres out from the Demons' goal. Emmett Dunn versus Smith. Smith wins it. Footscray under pressure again. Williams, Connolly, Emmett Dunn, hurried left footer along the boundary line. Mark taken here by Flower, and he kicks it back in again. Not a bad attempt, but cross goal and a point to the Demons. Time on being played in the second quarter, and the Bulldogs playing better, but Melbourne still leading 54-37.
Egan gets a call from Burton, who gave himself about 15 metres there and breaks away well. Gives Sewell the chance. And Rickman, who kicked the last goal. McLean supports him. They're in a pocket. And Rickman ran to all the wrong places for the hand pass. But fortunately for Footscray, the handball went over the line. And the throw-in will occur between wing and their half-forward flank. Purser and Moore again. Purser almost kicking the ball at the throw-in. Royal, Williams, Sewell. Breaks the Ick tackle. Couldn't break the Bailey one, but gives Kennedy the chance for his third. He's offline. They could have done with that close to half-time. The margin is 16 points.
And Rick Kennedy has given the Footscray forward line, particularly the half-forward line, plenty of zip, and he's playing with a lot of dash and a lot of fire. And now here's Thorne, who's figured perhaps equally as well on Melbourne's forward line, kicking it downfield, looking for Flower. Hawkins. Flower tackles him when Hawkins didn't have the ball. And a free kick against the Demon. And Doug Hawkins moves it quickly across to Steve Wallace. Wallace gets it down to Kellett. Kellett's a renowned long kick to Beasley. Almost a great mark. Sewell. And a great goal to the Bulldogs. Kicked by Jim Sewell.
So again, the Demons have set up victory only to see it go sliding away, and this time it's not even half-time. There's a long way to go in the match, obviously. Wallace. Ick. Five marks to Stephen Ick. Goes out wide, giving Thorne a bit of space. Runs onto the right boot. Well played, Satsaris. Throw in on Melbourne's half-forward flank, but the Demons now starting to make fairly heavy weather of it, not working the ball forward as directly as they were earlier. Purser beats Steve Smith. they'll be contesting again, I'd imagine, in a few seconds' time.
"28 minutes gone, second quarter, and the margin 10 points now after a good Footscray revival in this second term. 1-1. Smith and Purser winning. Healy keeps it in play well and gets it across to his teammate David Williams down to the Melbourne half-forward line, but Brian Cordy is there, kicks it back. Wallace is there, takes the loose ball across to Kellett. Kellett brought to the ground, loses possession. Zatsaris onto the Footscray half-forward line with that kick, but the ball is coming back, and it's a penalty kick to go to the Demons. Gerard Healy winning yet another possession. Down to the full forward zone, and Emmett Dunn appeared to be pushed out. The mark has been taken by Kelvin Templeton. Took it rather easily. His 5th mark. And Dunn certainly appeared to be pushed out. But Kelvin has it. Kicking for goal number 4. Yes, 4 goals to Templeton.
Beyond the 30-minute mark of the second term, and a very timely goal for Templeton has put Melbourne 16 points in front. Gerard Healy's knock-on was misdirected straight to Brian Cordy, but Greg Healy scouts it. Plenty of dash here. Smith dropping back. Thorne chipping in. Well played, Greg Healy. Paul Thorne was thinking of passing, but he must have a shot. 35 metres out, and it's almost half-time. 31 minutes have gone. His 11th kick, he's kicked 2 goals. And that caps off a great half for Peter Thorne. 2 goals late in the second term put Melbourne in front by 22 points.
12 kicks to Peter Thorne and 5 marks, and as Tim said, he's been a key player in the Melbourne lineup. Ball back in play again, out towards the flank, knocked away by Peter Giles. Chance there for McKenna. Ball out of the pack and taken here by Greg Healy. Greg Healy, a long spearing hand pass to brother Gerard Healy. Offline. The Healy brothers combining like the Crackers, Tim.
Both been excellent players today. Egan kicks in. Plenty of length, but 2 against 1 in Melbourne's favour. Giles is at centre half forward now for Melbourne, with Smith back in defence. Kellett is met by Giles, and we'll see a throw in Melbourne's half forward flank. 1.5 minutes down in the third term. Purser versus Moore. Big chance, Greg Healy. He's kicked 1, and another Healy miss. Melbourne with 3 chances to kick a goal at the start of the second half. So often when this happens, the ball rebounds and the other team makes short work of kicking a goal. Let's see if the Dogs can do it. Egan trying to move it quickly, but he kicks badly, and Gerard Healy's got it. Couple of leads, Thorne and Fidge. Templeton calling for it back in the square. Healy's a long way out, but he goes for goal with a massive torpedo punt. What a kick, just offline. Melbourne's 4th behind in 2.5 minutes. They're 26 points to the good. Crucial phase of play, this. Egan working overtime. Delivers well to Neil Cordy out at half-back.
Neil Cordy, a chance to take the ball out of defence, and around the centre wing, a bad kick by Neil Cordy. And his teammate downfield, Michael McKenna, not very pleased about that, because he was making position down near the centre wing. And now the free kick to Peter Moore, who kicks it back towards that half-forward line. Giles is there, kicked forward by Alan Johnson, and the ball running in towards the Melbourne goal. Doesn't bounce right for Purser. Taken here by Thorne. He's been a great player. Here's a goal coming up. 4 goals to Peter Thorne.
So the Demons, after kicking 4 straight behinds, finally kick a goal, and they've taken a strong grip at the start of the second half on this match. Satsaris for Footscray. Good tackle, Greg Healy. Gerard goes in to support him and gets pushed in the back to take a free kick backward of the centre. And the Healys have been among Melbourne's best half-dozen players. Kicks towards Williams, who marks. Inside to Moore, onto Finch, call from Templeton, but he goes towards goal. Where will it bounce? Oh, it came backwards. Clever play, Thorne. That's his 5th. Tremendous effort. And the Demons breaking away to what looks to be a match-winning lead of 38 points.
Third quarter, 5 minutes gone. Melbourne 82, Footscray 44. Demons coming into attack again, taken here by Ellingworth. Ellingworth a hand pass across to Zantuck. Zantuck down towards the half-forward line in the direction of David Williams. Mark taken from Footscray by Xaptaris. He gets it back towards the centre, taken by Greg Healy again. Healy, a long kick in towards Thorne. The player chipping in is Templeton. And the Footscray defence in ribbons on that occasion.
And they've kicked 8 goals between them, Thorne and Templeton, and they had a share in the 9th. They could have just about raffled it, Don.
Certainly could, Tim, and great cooperation and a perfect understanding between the two, as we saw on that occasion. Templeton within range of goal, guides it in, and a great goal to Templeton, and the Demons go further ahead.
Almost at the 7-minute mark now, and the Demons having a stranglehold on it. Bounce into attack again. Giles, after Yates thumped it to half forward. Out comes Egan and overruns it. Thorne the tackler, and he's not just a good goal sneak, he's a good tackler, although that one was ruled high. I'm not quite on umpire Morrow's side there. It looked like a good tackle to me.
I agree with you, Tim. I think it was a fair tackle.
Egan off the hook. Finds Rickman. That not very effective play. The short pass across ground and out even wider. Kicks towards Purcett as Rickman finds the big fellow backward of the centre. Oh, he gets it back rather luckily. Good tackle, Williams. Johnson the chance. Drives Melbourne forward. Templeton at the back. In front, done. Good mark. Under a lot of pressure.
Emmett Dunn, right on the last line of defence, plays it out wide to that half-back line, and over here it's Kellett. Kellett, normally a good kick, but Kellett giving a bit of a crack to the Melbourne player, Alan Johnson, who is back on his feet now. I don't know that there was too much malice in that.
I think he just went to fend him off, but of course you can't fend players off around the face.
Ask Alan Johnson.
And 15 metres against Kellett, who played on despite the whistle and kicked the ball up ground, brings Johnson just about to within scoring range.
Alan Johnson lines them up. He's made the distance, and he's got the accuracy, and another Demon goal.
Melbourne kicked 8 goals to 4 in that third quarter to stretch a 22-point lead to a 52-point lead at three-quarter time, and they went right on with it to win it by 78 points. Templeton right back in form with 8 goals. Thorne, brilliant, 7 goals. And for Footscray, Ricky Kennedy kicked 5 goals, most he's ever kicked in his VFL career. And so now Melbourne have strung together 2 wins in a row for the first time since July last year. The Demons took on 2 Brownlow medalists, Peter Moore and Kelvin Templeton, last year in a blaze of publicity and spending for very little return. Well, now Moore has come good and is playing his best football since winning the medal in 1979, and Templeton, back this week after injury, kicked 8 goals. Here's Peter Moore with Tim Lane.
Well, if you've had a bit of success early, people love to kick you when you're down, and I got kicked to death last year, and that made me just more determined. I never lost faith in my ability. I knew I could play. and it was just a matter of getting fit enough to play and getting the opportunity to play in the ruck and play my own game, and that's happened this year, and I'm just maintaining my fitness and haven't had any injuries, so you know, I knew that would happen if I got everything going for me. A little luck.
And I'd imagine you would have enjoyed seeing Kelvin come good today against his old club.
Oh, he's a devastating player when he plays like that. I think he kicked 8 or 9 goals today, and had him, you know, if he gets another 10 metres on his kicking, he could have kicked you know, 12 or 13 today. So you know, it's fantastic to see him come good, because he's very, you know, as you can see the way he plays, he struggles a bit with injuries, and for a player to carry a lot of injuries and kick 9 goals is a fantastic effort. It's a real tribute to his ability as a footballer.
Well, just getting back to your own situation, in conclusion, you have no regrets about where your football career stands in mid-1984?
I'm very, very happy at Melbourne. I'd like us to be more successful. I want us to get up towards the finals and be a real competitive side that can really be a threat to some of the top sides, and I'm happy to be part of that rebuilding. I mean, we can get to the finals. I haven't lost faith in our ability to do that either this year or, you know, next year, because I think we're well on the way now.
Injecting some much-needed hope into the red and blue faithful.
In the back pocket for the Demons, he finds the skillful O'Sullivan, who kicks well from the centre towards Templeton. Just too far. Greg Healy, flying shot. He's done it. Not a good kick. He hooked it badly. Thorne wheels back onto the left. Templeton. Great goal if he kicks it. A beauty. First minute and a half. Let's hope it's not an indication of things to come at VFL Park. Conditions perfect, conducive for good football. Hawkins works the ball forward for the Dogs. Ick leads Kennedy. Well played, Kennedy. Very well played. Breaking away on his knees. Sewell, nice one. Now Kennedy again. Flying shot. Oh, it's a good effort. That's a magnificent effort by Rick Kennedy.
14.5 minutes into the third term. Peter Moore initiating another forward move. Brian Cordy rescues the ball at half-back, puts Footscray into an attacking mode, and the mark taken here by Alan Jarrett.
Templeton doing the illegal work at the back. Flower! Magnificent. Jarrett playing a really good game today. Kicks towards Cordner at half-forward. Oh, and what a spring the young fellow has.
Alan Johnson threads his way magnificently through all those Footscray players.
Melbourne's purple patch of form continuing. The D's bolting away to a 4-goal lead at the opening change and were never headed. The final margin a whopping 78 points, Melbourne's biggest win for 12 years. Kelvin Templeton starring with 8 goals against his old side.
Great run by Santuck. He's got a chance to score. Long kick to Templeton. What a mark.
Suddenly the round 10